not only you are going to make probably one of the wisest choices of your life as soon as you decide to move on from something, as soon as you decide to walk away from something right at the beginning of this week. Oh my God, as soon as you decide to move away from something, to walk away from something, almost as if this is going to happen at the moment where you are going to feel just a little tiny bit stressed and a little bit tiny bit under the actual pressure, under the pressure. But it's so these feelings and emotions are going to cause this. But at this moment in time, this is going to work for you absolutely perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. So the moment you decide, my gorgeous Capricornians, listen to me very carefully. This is so important. Listen to me very carefully. The moment you decide to walk away from something, okay, please don't put that down to your stress. Don't put that down to your anxiety, but just go with this particular flow, because this in itself is going to be super wise. You are at the same time going to make one of the most wisest, probably one of the wisest choices, of your entire life, of your entire existence, because there is going to be so much more to it. So you just have to let things unfold organically, and do not put down this to stress or anxiety or anything like that, which could affect the way you normally feel. No, baby, no. Sometimes even when we feel under the stress, even when we feel a little bit anxious, that doesn't mean that we are going to make a wrong choice. Sometimes this can work, in our favor, indeed. So the moment in time you decide to walk away from something, like, oh my God, the moment in time you decide to walk away from something at the beginning of this week, you need to understand that this is also going to be the moment in time when you're also going to make probably one of the wisest choices of your life, because that in itself, it's going to reach, first of all, that in itself, it's actually already going to start the process of a very, very special and very, very kind of sacred change. And that means that this is going to lead towards your own enlightenment, okay? Towards your own enlightenment. Exactly 20 days after this moment in time, something absolutely crazy and mind-blowing is going to happen. And you will see that you are standing in front of something absolutely mind-blowing in so many different ways. But this in itself is going to be connected to a very much so a particular opportunity that you at this stage of your life could only kind of dream of to actually have, okay? It's like, oh my God, it's going to lead towards the direct manifestation in exactly 20 days after this moment in time, which is going to come in an absolutely mind-blowing and life-changing opportunity that you at this stage of your life can only dream of, my gorgeous Capricornians. Absolutely mind-blowing, mama. I mean, also at the same time, it's not only about that. Just remember that as soon as you make this wise choice to walk away from something, to move on from something, there is going to be so much more to this than you can possibly imagine, because at that moment in time, something is going to change, and only a couple of days later, you are going to have a completely spontaneous situation. Something is going to happen to you completely unplanned, completely spontaneous situation. And sometimes this spontaneous situation, it's also kind of going to happen at around the time when you're going to visit someone, or you've just visited someone, or you're going to go and see someone, or you've just seen someone. My God, someone is going to kind of be connected to it, but it's not going to be playing an important role as such. Just I'm trying to help you to understand and recognize how this is going to happen. Just a couple of days after that moment in time, you're going to feel the energy, something bad shifted, very bad and negative energy shifted, and you are going to feel so much more optimistic, and you're going to have so much more energy, not only when it comes to you again physically, but it's a lot to do with your spirituality. And that means that when it comes to your body, you will want to move, baby, and when it comes to your energy and your spirituality, there are going to be so many ideas that are also going to be on your mind. This is brilliant. Every single idea it's going to be so important, like when it comes to this week in particular, let alone like a couple of days after, how you're going to feel. You're going to feel so elevated like you haven't felt in a long time. So a couple of days later, you are going to be on your way to someone or on your way from someone. Somehow somebody is going to be involved with this, but not as such. I really hope that makes sense. And then you are going to have something very unusual. It's going to happen completely spontaneous, and you are going to like what is actually going to happen. You are going to be you are going to have a very kind of unusual experience, very unusual experience, but you need this unusual experience at this stage of your life, because this in itself, it's about to rock your world, my gorgeous Capricornians, in the rockest of the possibles of ways. I don't know, does this even make sense? But you know what I mean, yeah? So this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because this unusual experience which you are going to have, you will enjoy, you will like, you will feel a little bit naughty, you will feel a little bit mischievous. You are going to get this spark back, baby. And I'm not saying that the spark was missing, but then again, you're going to tap into it. And what you're going to tap into, this energy and vibration, it's more about how you're going to feel. By tapping into it, you're also going to realize you're going to connect to something so much. You're going to connect to something so much, and now suddenly you're going to realize what you want to do, what you want to learn, what you want to jump in and dive in as soon as you possibly can. There is something is going to happen when it comes to this unusual experience, but then it's more about you kind of like really kind of finding something really attractive and wanting like to kind of learn something, or wanting to try something, or wanting to explore something. My God, baby, you have been waiting for this. 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 My goodness, my gorgeous Capricornians, you need to go with the flow. This is when I say, baby, you need to go with the flow. Now it's time. Just go for it, because this in itself, it's like, oh my God, the next 4 months are gonna be absolutely ludicrous. The next 4 months, it's all gonna be about you finding yourself on this absolutely beautiful path. I really like it. This is also going to heal you, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is also going to heal you at the same time. You will notice within the next few weeks some kind of ailment that was bothering you for so long, some kind of ailment, it's actually going to start feeling much better, and you are gonna like this so much. So the next 4 months, you are gonna be so busy, and you're gonna find yourself on such an interesting like a path, and you're gonna feel like you're reborn. You know, this is like your rebirth. Seriously, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. And you need to understand that in exactly 10 months, I know, oh my God, there's so many days, so many dates, so many months. I'm gonna explode, baby. If I'm not here anymore, it means I exploded. Poof. No, I'm joking. No, in exactly 10 months time, this is big. This is big. That's why it has got so many branches connected to it. This is gonna be big, okay? So now I'm telling you the ultimate of all this, like, oh God, you know, the ultimate outcome, it's going to happen in exactly 10 months time. So where are we now? Where are we now? Which months we are? Yeah, I'm joking. July 7, 8, 9. Are we July? Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So by the end of May 2024, by the end of May 2024, this is where you are going to probably have one of the biggest, one of the most powerful manifestations of your life. Again, it's like, oh my God, this is gonna pay off by then. And by then, you're gonna be enjoying, I'm telling you, probably one of the biggest manifestations of your life. This is the time to give, baby. It's the time to take what's kind of presented to you through your energy, but it's also time to give to it as much as you can. Now it's time to trust yourself, regardless what the people say to you, regardless who agrees with you or doesn't agree with you. This is something really personal, and it is going to bring this. Look at this. I'm not being funny, yeah? I'm not being funny. You see this? Like an ultimate manifestation. It's going to happen, and this is why this is so important. It's actually giving you the time span. You know how long this is gonna take until you see the maximum result. And you know what I mean? Like 10 months? I don't think 10 months is really bad, you know? So this is why this is absolutely brilliant. And it's so important to kind of like move away and walk away from what is going to be on your mind at the beginning of this week. What I started this reading with, it's important to walk away from, because it's created this bastard here. You see? I mean, come on, you can't get worse than that. But it means now in this case that it's like a very unhealthy and bad attachment. And that happens when something comes to an end. And it's just, oh God, you know, it's confusing us and it's preventing us to make a decision. And then instead we are like, oh God, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yes, you know what you want to do. Yes, you know what you want to do with this life. Why are you not doing it? And there is always something in the background that is preventing you. And this is the bastard over here. This is over here. This all created like a very unhealthy attachment. Just remember, the more you allow, you know, the more you understand how much was the sooner you walk away, the sooner you walk away and move on from what I said at the beginning of this week, you know, the quicker you are gonna get rid of this energy that have been preventing you to move on. There is so much more to it, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, it's like, oh my God, Capricornians, what's happening? What is happening, my gorgeous Capricornians? By the time you get to the mid part of this week, I really hope I'm not too much, you know. But by the time, it depends on the reading, and it depends what type of reading it is. And now this did wind me up, you know, like in the best possible way. It gives me energy, you know, because I know how much more energy you are going to have by the end of this week. And I know how much is going to change for you this week, you know, let alone how interesting it's going to be the next 4 months, you know. So at around the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Capricornians, you know, you need to listen to me very carefully. Yes, I'm not going to lie to you. You are going to be facing some kind of a challenge, some kind of a rather big challenge. You are going to be facing some kind of a real challenge, and you will intuitively know exactly what do you need to do. Intuitively, you will have the right answer in your mind. You will know exactly what to do. And I will tell you why. For the love of God, my goodness, this type of challenge has been around for a while, okay? And now it's going to seem to be like a multiplied. But you need to be right. You need to rise above this. You need to come on top of this bloody challenge here. This is so important. Listen to me very carefully. Your intuition is going to be telling you exactly what to do. You must not ignore this challenge, and you will know what this challenge is. Trust me, my gorgeous Capricornians. You will know what this challenge is. Trust me. And you will also know intuitively in your mind what exactly do you need to do. And it's not only about that. It's about the fact that you are actually now, you're gonna deal with that challenge. You will see that something changed now at this stage, and you are going to like it. Maybe it's going to confuse you a little bit, but you are going to like this about yourself. You know, you will know that something changed. And I will tell you that this is the time when you are going to deal with this challenge. This is so important. This is not only going to lead towards absolutely mind-blowing outcome, towards absolutely mind-blowing result, towards absolutely mind-blowing victory, but it's also going to lead towards you being able to make such an important and absolutely mind-blowing decision. And this particular decision that you're gonna make, this is to do a lot with your life, where you are currently with your life, and what is the natural step, you know, like when it comes to progression and things like that. However, it's gonna lead in towards you ascending and healing and going on the next level of your spiritual journey. This is like so important for you to do. And it's not only that, that particular challenge that you're going to be dealing with at around the midweek, it's also going to lead towards the self-discovery, and it's also going to lead towards your own awakening. So, you know, you will understand what exactly you are missing, what exactly have you been missing, and you will also understand what exactly do you want to bring, you know, into your life. And you are going to feel very strong and very adamant about it. And that's the way to be, my gorgeous Capricornians, indeed, okay? By the time you get to the last part of this week, this is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It is to do with you becoming aware of somebody having some kind of success. It's not going to be you. Please don't get me wrong. Oh, it's not going to be you. I think that this week so far, it's like a one giant mama when it comes to success in general. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of this week, you are going to have this news, or you're going to become aware of someone like probably close to you or important to you having some kind of accomplishment, and that is going to surprise that person, but it's going to be good, and you will know that that person is going to have like a really nice change, like ultimate change because of that, and this is going to inspire you. And then suddenly you are going to have you're going to be thinking about, this is something that's going to inspire you. It's like, oh Lord, you know, and you're going to be thinking about like there is no tomorrow. You're not going to be able to stop thinking about it, and then there is going to be a very powerful sign, a very powerful omen, which is kind of going to mean to you, it's going to be very unique to you and very personal to you, and you will understand exactly what this omen is and what this sign is, because it's going to happen at a time when you're thinking about what happened to that person and what outcome that person had. And now suddenly you will realize, oh my God, suddenly something is going to make you aware of the fact that, oh, I can do this, I can apply this to my life. This is brilliant. And suddenly you're going to realize a really kind of something that is going to give you so much hope and so much inspiration. And also you're going to realize a really bright prospects when it comes to your life as well. And that sign and omen that you're going to have at the same time, it's going to help you to accept this and to take this seriously. Absolutely brilliant. Yes, there is going to be something that is going to be putting you off. Oh God, you're going to instantly become aware of something that you're going to need to do for a while, that you're not going to like it. But sometimes, you know, tough luck, my gorgeous Capricornians. Sometimes we have to do things that we don't like. And I'm not saying tough luck to be horrible or something, but you will know that instantly you're going to be like, oh God, I'm going to have to do something for a while that I don't like, or some kind of competition maybe, or being surrounded by the certain people for a while, you know. But that doesn't matter. You are going to have first of all, you're going to be like, oh God, I'm not too sure. And then you're going to be like, no, it's fine. I accept this. This is brilliant. And then you're going to have this idea, you know, an additional couple of ideas how you're going to do this and what you're going to do. And this couple of ideas are going to shining so brightly with all this all this so far, that is just going to take over everything, and it's literally going to shine the way for you, shine your own path, my gorgeous Capricornians, and you will know that you are on the right path, that you are absolutely doing the right thing indeed. And also at around the end of the week, you know, unexpectedly a conversation, some kind of convo, some kind of conversation, not completely not planned at all, some kind of conversation, maybe like a few working colleagues or something like that, some kind of conversation is going to happen completely out of the blue, where you are going to find out something very, very interesting. You're going to become fully aware of something that maybe it's going to answer some kind of a fears that you had, but then again at the same time it's nothing to do with your life, it's to do with something else. So almost through this conversation you're going to become aware of something, fully aware of something, and something is going to be more like kind of proven to you, confirmed to you. And that in itself, it's not only about that, but it's more about, this is going to answer what a great intuition you actually have, for example, you know. So this is brilliant. It's good to know. The more you know, the more you kind of are able to shine bright within and reflect this on the outer world, you know, because a lot that's going on the outside, it's coming from our own mind, you know. And also on another note, my gorgeous Capricornians, there is something else that you're actually going to hear from these people, something very, very interesting indeed. And what you're gonna hear, it's also gonna give you a very kind of like, it's gonna make you aware of how to speed something up, how to speed. You're not gonna be able to believe like how easy it's to deal with something, to speed something up, something that you've also been persistently worrying about. And it's again one of those situations, finding yourself at the right place at the right time. Not this was meant to be. You will see exactly why. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.